All right, so today we're going deep into Bangkok, more specifically the Silom District.
Yes,
So
yeah.
that really cool Central Silom Tower.
Yeah, the Central Silom Tower.
So before we get into that, if you happen to be in Bangkok and partaking in some of the legal fun there, you can check out our sponsors, House of Pot Dispensary
Yeah,
in Silom.
all
And
right.
we'll have the address in the show notes. But yeah, back to Silom.
Okay.
What is it about that area that makes it so unique and interesting?
So Silom is like this clash between the old and the new. So you have this ultra-modern building, like Central Silom Tower, and then all around it you have this historic district of Bang Rak.
So like from a purely visual standpoint,
Yeah.
it's kind of that perfect Instagram
Yeah.
shot, right?
Oh, for sure. You get this like super sleek modern building, and right next to it is a 150-year-old temple, and then maybe in the foreground you've got some street food vendors.
Yeah. And you mentioned Bang Rak. What is it about the history of that place that makes it so interesting?
Well, Bang Rak was one of the first commercial hubs in Bangkok. It was a place where people from all over would come to trade. So you have this mix of all these different cultures, which you can still see today,
I see.
in the architecture and the food and just like the vibe of the place.
Oh, wow.
So you'll see like Chinese shop houses right next to old colonial buildings and these markets where they're selling all these crazy ingredients. It's really cool.
So you've got this really cool modern building in the Central Silom Tower, and then you've got all this history
Right?
and culture in Bang Rak. And I heard there's also this amazing restaurant
Oh, yeah.
that doesn't even have a name.
Uh-huh.
It's just this unnamed place like 17 meters from the tower. What's up with that?
It's not about the name.
Yeah.
It's about the food. Like they focus on traditional Thai cooking with recipes that have been passed down for generations and they use all these local ingredients. It's like, stepping back in time,
Oh, wow. It's like food is a portal to the
Total.
past or to a different culture.
It really is. And especially in Thailand, food is such a big part of their culture. It's like woven into their everyday lives.
Right. And it sounds like this unnamed restaurant is the perfect place to really experience that.
For sure it is.
So let's say I'm planning a trip to Silom. When would be the best time to go?
You definitely want to go during the cool season. So that's like
Yeah.
November to February.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you'll be able to enjoy everything so much more when it's not so hot and humid.
Yeah, you don't want to be sweating all over the place while you're trying to enjoy the street food.
Exactly.
And speaking of street food,
Yeah.
you know, Silom is known for being pretty lively.
Mm-hmm.
How do you recommend navigating all that?
Embrace the chaos. Wear some comfy shoes because you'll be doing a lot of walking and get ready to get lost in all the little streets and alleys. That's where you'll find all the good stuff.
Right. I love that about traveling the unplanned adventures.
Me too.
Those are always the best. And speaking of embracing the experience, if you happen to be in Bangkok, you got to check out House of Pot.
Ah.
They're really embracing that legalized cannabis scene over there.
For sure they are.
We'll have the address in the show notes, but it's 49122 Silom Plaza, so check them out.
Yeah.
So we've got the Central Silom Tower, this cool unnamed restaurant, and this historic district of Bang Rak all in one place.
Yep.
It's like a perfect little microcosm of Bangkok.
It really is. You get that perfect mix of modern and traditional, and it makes you wonder what other hidden gems are out there in Bangkok waiting to be discovered.
Yeah, right outside the typical tourist traps.
Exactly.
That's awesome. And that is a perfect place to wrap this one up. Big thanks to our sponsors, House of Pot, for making this deep dive possible.
Big thanks.
Remember, you can find them at 49122 Silom Plaza.
Yeah, check them out.
And we will catch you in the next one.
See ya.